All right, guys.
Hi.
Let's get into the roster moves, guys. We had a lot of roster moves. We did a whole bonus episode on Thursday about roster moves because we said, you know what? We already did one for the preseason pregame show. Now we got to do this because there's like 10,000 moves made on Thursday when we had pre-recorded. So we made even more moves, though, here. So first off, on Friday, we're going a little back in the Wayback Machine. Mr. Peabody's
Gonna go back in time.
Jakob Johnson, who has been a guy who has followed Carmen Bricillo basically wherever he goes, and he's done it again. So he is, I think it's the first time in the Joe Shane, Brian Dable era that we've had a fullback on the roster there. 6'3", 255 pounds, 29 years old. He was born in Germany, actually. So he's the first international pathway player to ever score a touchdown. So here we are with the German stuff here at that point there. We have, are playing in Germany this year. We had the first German player previously on the Giants there. So the Giants are going into this whole German thing there. But the big thing is the Bricillo connection. He played with them in New England. He played with them in Las Vegas with the Raiders there. So, it's one of those things that who knows, how much we're going to use him. But he's going to make the roster. He's going to make the roster. He's going to be somebody you're going to see popping up, leading blocking in cases there where necessary, especially short yardage backs and all. Bricillo wants a fullback for his run blocking scheme, point blank. And they gave it to him. And I'm sure this was discussed, and I think it's why it's happened so late. I think it was pretty much known that you're going to be on the roster. We'll bring it eventually. Don't you worry. So he gets the guy he wants. Johnson gets to go ahead and also, like I said, play in his home country there of Germany at some point this year when they play the Panthers, which I'm still a little bitter they changed that game because I was hoping to go up to Carolina for that because Florida, Carolina is not too crazy to get to and cheap flights, cheap tickets, but that's not going to happen. Germany's a little more expensive. But the Giants did also injury waive, I should say, Tyree Johnson in the process as well. So, that's who he replaces there. So, that's why if you notice Tyree Johnson, we talked about as potentially being an emergency quarterback for the game there last week against the Texans. That's why it didn't happen. They waived him. They just had the two quarterbacks. They just had, Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito. And they said Drew Lock was available as an emergency quarterback if need be. We all know that wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. So, welcome to the Giants there, Jakob Johnson.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please,